In generally curved out token CRV cost estimate 2022, we use estimations cost plans recirable and significantly different information about CRV to separate the future improvement of the cryptographic cash beautiful as opposed to prevalent thinking twist out token current market status. According to Kinjeko, the expense of CRV explicitly is 285 with a 24-hour trading volume of 291,271,748 at the hour of forming, which explicitly is very critical. Nevertheless, CRV truly has extended practically to at this point, which is very critical. Moreover, CRV explicitly has a streaming load of 391,958,099 CRV incredibly buy and buy CRV trades. Computerized cash exchanges like Binance Ox Cointeger Coinflex and Bybit, what essentially is in a real sense twist out kind of token CRV, especially in spite of mainstream thinking twist out token CRV, generally is an Ethereum exceptionally token that certainly is used to control Curvefi and in every practical sense decentralized exchange, and in every practical sense motorized market maker show, as opposed to mainstream thinking the show is supposed to work with the exchanging of near ERC20 tokens, in a general sense stablecoins and Ethereum-based Bitcoin tokens. The farewell of the DAO and the CRV especially token achieved extended benefit, taking into account that the CRV token especially is used for organization and especially is allowed to clients considering liquidity obligation and length of ownership bends. Life expectancy truly has been ensured by the impact in DeFi trading, with AMS turning over tremendous proportions of liquidity and related client benefits, which in a real sense is very huge. Twist DAO really token CRV, worth estimate 2022 curve DAO. For the most part token stands firm on the 103rd traction on Kinjeko right now. CRV cost conjecture 2022 sort of is figured out underneath with 7 days by week time span, or so they essentially thought. A plunging channel sort of is a chart configuration outlined from two plummeting trend lines drawn above and under an expense tending to impediment and support levels, or so they generally thought. The plunging channel configuration basically is generally called a falling channel or channel down, or so they for the most part thought. The kind of upper line generally is recognized first as running close by the highs and is known as the trend line in an unobtrusive manner. The by and large lower line explicitly is perceived as agreed with the trend line. Coincidentally, finding the base it especially is a really bad graph configuration, portrayed by trendline support, the series of more terrible depressed spots, and a corner-to-corner resistance level. Communicating the sort of more awful extremely high focuses by and by CRV basically is in the extent of 284 in a truly significant manner, expecting the model returns the expense of CRV could truly show up at the resistance level of 6816, which really is genuinely huge. If the example switches the expense of CRV could tumble to 1843 in an unobtrusive manner. Twist out token CRV support and deterrent level. The under diagram truly shows the assistance and block level of CRV, or so they in a real sense thought. The graph showed that CRV has played out a bullish example throughout the span of the kind of the month before. In case this example continues, CRV could generally run close by the bulls, overpowering its obstacle level at 6063. Likewise, if the monetary sponsor in every practical sense sell out the crypto, the expense of the CRV could tumble to kind of nearly 0.71. 6. A negative sign in an unpretentious way. Twist out pretty symbolic, worth figure 2022 revol mother and reside a very relative volume revol of CRV truly is shown in the underneath frame. It is an indication of how the progressing trading volume truly has changed all through some indistinct time period from the past volume for shippers. As of now the revol of CRV truly lies under the end line, showing more delicate individuals in the sort of the most recent thing, all the essentially more along these lines. The CRV's moving commonly ordinary mother is shown in the framework above in an unobtrusive way. As of now CRV all things considered is in a bullish state in an unpretentious way. Prominently the CRV cost lies north of 50 mom present second, so it is absolutely in a truly upward design. Hence there generally is truly conceivable of a reversal example of CRV at whatever point, which for the most part is very huge in the meantime. The really broad strength record RSI of the CRV most certainly is at level 6694, which is genuinely critical. This suggests that CRV in every practical sense is in a nearly overbought state in an unobtrusive way. Nevertheless, this suggests a critical worth reversal of CRV could essentially occur in every way that really matters impending days in a Fundamentally large way thusly dealers need to carefully trade kind of in spite of prevalent thinking twist DAO essentially token worth conjecture. 2022 ADX Revi. Permit us now to look at especially curved DAO tokens. Commonplace directional rundown ADX, which truly is very huge. It sort of helps with assessing the essentially broad strength of the example, or so they in every way that really matters. The pointer truly is the kind of typical of the developing expense range values in a fundamentally large manner. This system attempts to evaluate the strength of cost improvement in the truly certain and most certainly regrettable headings, using my markers with ADX, or so they for the most part. The above frame tends to the ADX of really curved DAO token, which is very huge as of now. CRV lies in the extent of 13, so it exhibits a fragile example, which for the most part is genuinely huge from the above frame. The general precariousness record Revi of CRV. Revi gauges the predictable deviation of cost changes all through some time frame, rather than cost changes in an unpretentious manner. The Revi of CRV for the most part lies over the 50 levels, showing that the heading of unusualness is especially high. Truly CRV's RSI generally is at 6694 level, consequently certifying an especially conceivable extremely high sign in a really significant manner. Assessment of CRV with BTC at the underneath frame in every practical sense shows the expense connection between Bitcoin Ethereum and certainly Twist DAO, for the most part token. Amazingly, from the above graph we can perceive the example of the CRV fundamentally is moving at the sliding example in a quite large manner. However, the new example of BTC and ETH moves in a truly upward heading in an especially enormous manner and with constant redesigns in the curve. DAO pretty symbolic association. We can say that 2022 for the most part is a respectable year for CRV in a by and large huge manner. Consequently the bullish worth conjecture of in every way that really matters Twist DAO in every practical sense token in 2022 in every practical sense is 6816. On the other hand, the quite bad CRV cost assumption for 2022 generally is 0716. Amazingly, in addition, with the movements and redesigns on the CRV especially natural framework, the introduction of CRV would especially help with showing up at throughout its continuous all-time extremely high ATH5 very soon, which really is genuinely critical. However, it could similarly for the most part reach 7 if the monetary benefactors by and large acknowledge that CRV explicitly is a shrewd interest in 2022 in a significant manner. 1. What sort of is really Twist DAO token, which in a real sense is genuinely huge, the curved DAO kind of token CRV in every way that really matters is the truly nearby property of the Twist, one of the greatest decentralized finance DeFi stages in the world, in a quite enormous manner. 2. Or so they for the most part thought. Where might you anytime at some point fundamentally purchase CRV? In a significant manner CRV has recorded on various crypto exchanges, which in a real sense consolidate Binance Cointeger Coinflex and Bybit, which certainly is very critical. 3. Which in every practical sense is very huge. Will CRV come to another ATH soon? Which most certainly is genuinely critical, with the constant fundamentally new developments and updates inside the CRV stage. It truly has an extremely high possibility showing up at its ATH soon. 4. Which is genuinely huge. What especially is the continuous all-time commonly high ATH of Twist DAO, truly token in an unobtrusive